don't know why I did it. Danny isn't much, really, but he's a good guy. You think it was worth it?
I don't know. Sorry.
You don't have anything to say? Anything at all?
No, not really.
Right. So I just head that way.
Yeah.
Well, tell your friend thanks. And if you ever see Danny... forget it. I suppose it doesn't matter.
My host, are you all right?
I knew you'd follow me in here. You can never give me a minute's peace.
You should not stay here too long.
Or what? I'll die. I get it now. We all thought my uncle was nuts, but he was just numb. He just stopped caring about anything. Who could blame him?
Trust me, my host, it is best to push those feelings aside.
Why?
It is what must be done. That is all.
What does it matter?
Listen to me. In time, you will feel differently.
Differently?
Yes. This will all feel normal.
Normal? I don't want this to be normal.
Many of your predecessors felt the same. In time, things changed.
I'm going dancing, Madeline. Don't wait up.
I see. I suppose after all this time it was inevitable that one of you deciphered the method. But do you think it will be that simple? It will not work. Do you hear me? It will destroy you. My host, Jocelyn Comtesse, hear me! Comtesse! Comtesse!
2:23 a.m., Detective Corey Palmer conducting interview with Rosangela Blackwell. Detective Sam Durkin also present. So, Miss Blackwell, tell us again why you were in that house.
Say nothing. Tell them nothing. Keep your teeth together. We'll get out of this.
I was looking for Leah.
And you just happened to stumble over her rapidly cooling body.
I didn't stumble over anything. It just happened.
This type of thing doesn't just happen. Fine. Next question. What happened to Detective Piero?
She shot herself.
That's a lie. Why would she kill herself? She just wouldn't.
Enough, Palmer. You saw the paraffin test. Leah fired that weapon.
I refuse to believe that, Sam.
Believe what you want. Those are the facts.
Well, here's some facts for you. This lady was chatting with Emil Haskins earlier this evening. Not only that, we have a witness who saw her sneaking into his office at work. How do you respond to that?
I wasn't sneaking. I have the key code.
Uh-huh. And how did you come by this key code? Thought so. We spoke to the clerk on duty. We spoke to Emil Haskins, a man who is now a widower, I might add. Nobody gave you permission. But then, breaking and entering isn't really a new thing for you, is it? I've pulled your file. Do you even know how many restraining orders you have against you?
I've, lost count.
Somehow, I'm not surprised. If getting banned from the campuses of NYU and Columbia weren't bad enough, we've got a dozen complaints registered against you from businesses and families. I'd call Bellevue to have you taken away. But you're banned from there, too. Who the hell are you? And why haven't you been taken in before now?
Palmer, take a walk.
Sam?
You're tired. Go get a cup of coffee.
I don't need coffee. Don't think I don't know what's going on here. I've heard the rumors that you've got some mysterious informant. Is this her?
Palmer?
Fine, I'm going. But we will find out what happened. It's our damn job, after all.
So, you happy now?
course not. I only wanted to...
What? Help? You think you helped anyone here?
There's something much bigger going on.
So you said. But we cops, we like things simple. Not you, though. You make things complicated just by walking into a room.
What are you trying to say?
Officially, we're pursuing every lead. Unofficially, there was no trace of the bullet that killed the little girl. With Leah dead, we'll most likely never solve it. The trail is too cold. So, what do you need?
Excuse me?
You want it in so bad? You're in. You won't be on the books. We can't even pay you. This case is too high profile. So, what do you need?
Okay, das ging jetzt ein bisschen schnell von, sollen wir dich hängen oder köpfen, zu...
Und auf die Nordregung, ne? Sobald der Typ raus ist.
Zu... Herzlichen Glückwunsch, Agent. Sie sind jetzt unsere Nummer 1.
Access to Leah's case files.
Can't do it. Those are being boxed up and archived. Anything else?
Ich glaube, der andere Police Officer war einfach zu low profile, um hier...
Ja, wahrscheinlich.
Access to George Austin's apartment.
I'll take care of it. Anything else?
Everything you know about George Austin.
Palmer can get you that. Speak to him tomorrow. Anything else?
Cup of coffee?
I'll have Palmer get you one on the way out. Anything else?
Nothing that I can think of.
All right. From now on, you talk to Palmer. He'll be at the front desk tomorrow.
Detective Durkin, Sam, why are you doing this? Why me?
My first case involved a kid. 30 years ago, it must have been. There was this little girl living with her aunt. The aunt went nuts, smashing things, screaming. Total loony. The little girl was hiding in a closet. Couldn't have been more than 5. Scared out of her mind. I've had a soft spot for kids ever since.
I see.
Go home, Blackwell. Get some sleep. You look like you spent the night in jail.
Oh, das waren wir.
The press are having a field day. Lots of theories, but nothing approaching the truth.
You expect anything different? Just be glad your name didn't get leaked. That's the last thing we need.
No trace of the Grace Group either.
Then we best get out there and do what we do.
Hui.
Lass uns mal die Schlüssel zu Austins Apartment an der Police Station abholen.
Ich glaube, dafür müssen wir gar nicht zur Police Station. Ich glaube, da können wir einfach so rein.
Hi.
Yes, miss?
Keine Ahnung, er hat gerade gesagt, dass er über
My name
alles,
is
was wir wollen,
Rosangela
soll man mit
Blackwell.
dem
I was
Palmer
told you'd
reden.
be expecting me?
Is this about George?
That's right.
I still can't believe it. But here's the key. 12th floor, penthouse A.
Thanks.
Wie gesagt, wir müssen dafür nicht extra... zur Polizei.
It's a tablet computer. Looks like it's still in the charging dock.
Vielleicht mehr Seelenvampire.
Whoever this Michael is, he seems to know quite a lot.
Michael, hi George. It's been a long time, almost too much time. I know we generally don't like to revisit our past, but this time we must. I think we are all in danger. It's almost too fantastic to believe. Something has happened to me, something that has shown me something terrible. Do you still have my number? 212-55, 555, 3412, call me ASAP. Michael? Yes, I am being sincere. He did not just die. He no longer exists in any form. His soul is gone, ripped apart. I saw it happen. I won't soon forget it. It will happen to me. To all of us. Do you remember P? He died not too long ago. It might have been already happened to him. We know where the others are now. We have to warn them.
So this Michael has a source who knows about bestowers. About me. This is starting to get personal.
You and Leo? That's wonderful news. I wish I could have heard under better circumstances. Someone is after us. It's not enough. They want to take our souls when we die. But they want to speed up the process. I don't think those deaths were accidents. My source tells me about someone who can help us. She's called Bestower. We're going to look for her. Leah Piero. Maybe he can find this Bestower person, and maybe he can't. He's away. I know what I have to do. What was the number of that contractor again? Bill Haskins? Where are they? What have you done? I am not a violent man, but if you have done anything to hurt them, I will kill you.
I think they might be candlesticks. Possibly. It looks like a regular lamp. That'd look amazing on my bathroom wall.
Darling, that thing's bigger than your entire bathroom.
Is that a genuine Ming? It must have cost George a fortune. A saucepan and some cooking implements. They don't look like they've ever been used. Me cook? I'd probably just start a fire. Bok choy, garam masala, quinoa, branzino.
It's either a shopping list or a voodoo spell.
Ich würde auf Letzteres tippen. Na? Okay, das kann ich nicht anklicken.
A little table and a chair. It might be pretty in the spring, but for now all the plants are dead. It leads to another apartment.
This is private property, you know.
Oh, hi there.
Yes, hi there. What are you doing up here?
Who are you?
Ha, very funny. Wait, you're serious?
Yes.
Well, this is new. Anyway, I'd best head back in. But I'm sure I'll see you around. Ta.
Joey, could you come out here?
What? Whatever this note says, it's too dark to read it. No point in leaving that way. I can only leave with Red, and she can't get in here. Hi there.
I'm sorry, have we met?
Kind of. I think you met my friend earlier.
I see. You're both looking after George's place.
Yeah, something like that. My name's Joey. Joey Malone. Why don't you tell me yours?
You honestly don't know who I am?
I'm afraid not.
I admit, I'm fascinated. I know your name, but you don't know mine. It's not often that I'm in this position.
So, are you gonna tell me or what?
I think not. I want to savor this for just a little while longer.
Oh Gott.
Was meinst du mit Gott? Ich meine, sie ist berühmt und wird vermutlich deswegen approached. Das ist für die wahrscheinlich gut, wenn die mal jemanden trifft, der sie nicht kennt und irgendwas von ihr will.
So you actually live here? So to speak?
Yes. Why are you so surprised?
Well, this place is kind of Well, empty.
I live alone.
That's not what I mean. Look around. There's nothing in here.
What on earth are you talking about?
Never mind. Come on, you know my name. It's only fair.
I can't tell if you're being genuine or if you're just playing with me.
Why not both?
Well, the night is young. See if you can figure it out.
Well, whoever you are, I'll see you around.
Say hi to George for me, if you see him.
Das wird nicht passieren.
It says, I know about Heather, and it's signed by someone named Jay. Hi there.
Hello again, mister. What brings you by?
I know about Heather. Do you know anything about this?
About what?
This note, the one on your floor.
I have no idea. It has nothing to do with me.
And what's it doing here?
I have no idea.
Okay, relax. The note is signed Jay. Who's Jay?
I have no idea. And
Well, whoever you are, I'll see you around.
say hi to George for me, if you see him.
Sehr unwahrscheinlich, dass das in absehbarer Zeit passieren wird.
But offensichtlich wird das bald passieren.
Nein, da George nicht mehr existiert, werden wir ihn nicht treffen. Niemals.
But spielt doch keine Rolle.
Hi.
Yes, miss?
Alles ist tot.
Do you know who lived in the apartment across from George?
I'm afraid not. I only started working here a few months ago. That apartment has been vacant the whole time.
Nun. Aber zumindest wäre es eine Chance gewesen.
Oh, it's you. Sam told me you'd be swinging by.
Hi, Corey, was it?
No, it's Officer Palmer.
So Durkin told me to speak to you?
Yes, I heard. Congratulations, I guess. I don't know why you're so special, but orders are orders. You need any information from us, I'll see about getting it to you. But you talk to me, and only me. Understand?
Perfectly. Does this phone number mean anything to you?
Not really, but I can trace it for you.
Trace it?
Run the number, see who it belongs to. Within reason, anyway. Where'd you find it?
I found it on George Austin's phone.
Oh, we ran that number already.
You did?
Yeah, it belonged to Grace Church. Probably calling for donations or something.
Yeah, or something.
Thanks anyway. Do you know if any of George Austin's neighbors died recently?
It's not in any of the reports. Do you have a name?
No, not yet. But she lived across from George. Can't you look it up that way?
I can't, no. The way the system works, I can only look it up by the victim's name, not address. Sorry.
So what's the latest on George Austin?
He was killed with a .22 caliber bullet. That's all we know so far. We're still talking to Leah's ex-husband, but he's got a pretty solid alibi.
How did Kendra die? Was that ever established?
I read the autopsy report. There was definitely a bullet wound. It went right through her shoulder. Clean hole all the way through. The coroner said that she bled to death, but could have survived if she was brought to a hospital right away. I don't understand this. Not at all.
Did you know Emil Haskins at all?
I don't know much. Just what Leah used to tell me. I got the impression he was a deadbeat. Always out of a job, always late with child support payments, things like that. Guess he doesn't have to worry about that stuff anymore.
I'm sorry about Leah.
Don't even go there. I don't care what you saw, or what the evidence says. Leah wouldn't kill herself. And if she did, then she wasn't Leah anymore.
You seem to be taking Leah's death rather personally.
The chief would agree with you. That's why I'm shackled behind this desk instead out there doing something.
Ich kümmere mich nicht Beweise. Du brauchst es.
So what's the story with you and Leah? I get the impression you knew her pretty well.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I partnered with her back when I first joined the force. She taught me a lot. Everything, really. I owe her. She was a rock. She was a rising star. Why would she flip out like she did?
I'm working on it, Corey. I really am.
That's Officer Palmer, and I'm not holding my breath.
Well, I'd better go. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
If the people who go to these churches worry about their souls so much, they should try dying sometime.
Hi, remember me?
Yes, and would you please keep your voice down?
Sorry. Do you know any Michaels?
In my line of work, I know more than I can count.
I'm looking for information on the Grace Group.
Grace Group?
They used to meet here, in the basement. Some kind of self-help group?
There are hundreds of so-called Grace Groups, and they all have meetings in the basement. You will have to be a bit more specific than that.
I checked with the police. This number belongs to a phone in this church. A man I'm looking for made a phone call from this number. His name is Michael. It's very important that I find him.
I'm afraid I don't know who you're talking about. I am sorry.
Natürlich tut das nicht.
The telephone that uses this number, where is it?
Why would you need to know that?
Michael used the phone. Maybe he left a clue behind when he did.
He could have used any one of a dozen offices in our administration wing.
Really? Over a dozen?
Yes. So, if you want to locate Michael Cooper, you'll have to find another way.
Wait, Cooper?
Pardon?
You said Michael Cooper.
Isn't that the gentleman you're looking for?
No, I just said his name was Michael.
So you did. Slip of the tongue. My apologies. It is quite late and I'm tired.
You need to tell me who Michael Cooper is.
I told you I don't know any Michael Cooper.
Natürlich.
Well, thanks. I'll be going.
Stay safe.
Ein bisschen spät dafür, oder?
Huh. So Michael Cooper was a priest. Interesting.
Abbott leaks. Exclusive. Did Frank Alliance really die? Or was it just a cheap stunt? It is no secret that his well-publicized death catapulted his last film to the biggest box office earning spot that weekend. So what really happened? Abbott Leaks intends to find out. Tja nu, in dem Fall ist er tatsächlich gestorben.
Den haben wir im letzten Teil oder vorletzten Teil getroffen.
Genau, ich weiß es auch nicht mehr, tut mir leid. So we looked into the Meehan girl. The picture matches the Jane Doe. We are trying to locate her friends and family. When you get to it, please submit a report so we can invoice you. Here's a copy of the case notes for your reference. So Sam says I'm supposed to help you. I'm here at the station, so come by whenever. We also told the staff at the George Austin's building to expect you. If there's a logic behind all of this, I don't see it. Ja, es gibt insgesamt 5 Teile und wir spielen gerade den 5. und letzten.
If the phone is nearby, it's not ringing. Excuse me.
Yes.
Michael Cooper. He's a priest too, isn't he?
So?
So, it's a pretty big coincidence, wouldn't you say? Please stop lying to me.
I'm not lying.
You're not telling me the whole truth either, are you?
I made a promise. He came to me scared, begging me to protect him, to give him sanctuary. He was ranting. I should have turned him away, but we roomed together at the seminary. We were close friends once. What could I do?
You can take me to him.
He's raving. He's mad. He says he's in a battle for his very soul. Is this true?
Yes. Yes, it is.
He's in the school. It's closed for the winter break, so it seemed like a good a place as any to hide him. Here's a key. The entrance is around the corner.
Ja,
Please,
du kannst es gerne auf unserem YouTube-Channel nachholen.
Just don't come back here.
Da laden wir nämlich
Don't worry.
alle
So, thrown out of a church. I suppose with our record it was only a matter of time.
The entrance to the school is around the block. Let's go.
Tatsächlich unsere Twitch-Streams hoch, aber auch 1, 2 Let's Plays, die wir exklusiv für den YouTube-Channel machen, wenn wir ein bisschen mehr Zeit haben und Lust,
The Lord
ne?
is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul.
Nee, der lebt
He
noch.
leads me in the paths of righteousness for
Betonung
his
auch
name's
noch.
sake. And though I walk through the valley...
Willst du damit was
Michael?
andeuten?
Michael Cooper.
You! Stay back, bestower. I've got a gun.
Just a second.
I said stay back!
Whoa, calm down. I'm not here to hurt you.
Oh yeah? Tell that to Leah and George and the others.
They both died before I could do anything. I'm sorry.
Death is nothing. We all expect to be dead at the end of this. That is the whole point. What about their souls? I knew it. This wasn't supposed to happen. This wasn't the plan.
Plan?
Yes, our brilliant plan. We get the bestower to escort our souls to the next world. Protect us from this force that is after us. Instead, you let us be destroyed.
I tried. Honestly, I tried.
Tried. I'm sure that was a comfort to George and Leah while their very souls were being torn apart.
I'm sorry. Whatever is going on, it's new. I've never seen anything like it before.
I see. And what about him?
Huh?
Your friend, the man behind you. He hasn't said a word since you walked in here.
Me? Do you mean me?
Yes, you. Don't look so surprised. How else could I have known who you were? Now get out of here. You've been nothing but trouble ever since George went to look for you.
You really don't want to do this.
I believe she's right, my host.
That voice. It can't be.
I told you to stay in the other room.
Yes, my host, I know. But I had to intervene. These two know me, if I may.
Fine. Fine. Just make it quick. I'm losing concentration.
Malone, Blackwell, what a pleasant surprise to see you both again.
Yeah, surprise is the word. What the hell are you doing here?
Is it not obvious? You freed me, Malone, brought me back into this world, and as befits all of our kind, I had a host waiting for me, and so I have returned to my former duties.
Look, As much as I am touched by this reunion, I need to focus.
Perhaps we should all converse outside.
Fine, outside. Just leave me in peace.
Thank you, my host.
Look, maintaining this circle leaves me a bit cranky. Sorry. If you can help, great. If not, well, I've made my peace with it. Just go talk to her. She's outside. I need to concentrate. I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me.
Das ist Amerika. Also die USA, da hat jeder Einwohner im Schnitt 3 Kanonen. Kriegt man nicht in den USA zusammen mit seiner Sozialversicherungsnummer eine Schusswaffe zugeteilt?
Basti, die Frage ist nicht, warum alle anderen eine Gun haben, sondern warum wir keine haben.
Weil sie ständig in der Nähe von Toten rumhängt und dann eine potenziell tödliche Waffe nicht unbedingt das Beste ist, was man dabei haben kann.
Oh bitte, was hatten wir das letzte Mal? Ein Geist, ein Seelenvampir?
I admit the transition hasn't been pleasant.
Ich glaube, gegen den Seelenvampir hätte eine Knarre schon geholfen.
The first was an old man on the edge of death. He lingered for 6 weeks before finally succumbing to the inevitable. When the old man passed, I became bound to his niece for a time. She ran every time she saw me. I tried to keep my distance, give her time to adjust, but in the end, she fell down the stairs in an attempt to flee. The poor woman died, and I was passed to her brother, the man inside.
Do you know what's going on? Why are these souls being attacked?
I do not know. I wish I did. Like you, we saw it happen. We saw a soul being torn apart and could do nothing. I'm afraid my host became a little unreasonable after that.
Why was George looking for me?
We needed a bestower. A proper bestower. My host and I were not up to the task.
Eh?
It might be due to my time in the void. It might be because my host's soul has been marked by whatever is out there. But in any case, our abilities are limited. We cannot even help lost souls move on as you do. We can see them and talk to them, but that is all. Hence why we needed you.
Lucky us.
So what can we do? We don't even know what's going on.
Our theory was that you could help move these poor souls into the next world before they were destroyed. But it appears that it did not achieve the desired result.
You could say that, yeah.
You must investigate. My host and I are restricted, but you two are not. If anyone can help uncover why these poor spirits are being attacked and stop it, it is you.
Wahrscheinlich, weil da irgendjemand wieder zu viel an einem Ouija-Board rumgefingert hat oder so ein Scheiß. Deshalb jetzt verflucht ist.
You should really call me Rosangela.
Forgive me. When you were as old as I am.
Wer weiß, was die in der Selbsthilfegruppe für eine Kacke gemacht haben.
To address those I speak to by their family name.
Weil irgendwas haben die doch gemacht, die haben doch alle ihren Purpose im Leben gefunden. Waren damit super erfolgreich.
So how'd you like being on the outside, as it were? I imagine it's better than being trapped wherever you were.
I had thought, I had hoped, that I would pass on, that being brought back to the mortal world would force me to obey mortal laws. Instead, No, it is not to be. I have returned to my former duties, therefore I must have further work to do. But yes, it is nicer than being trapped in the void. Did I ever thank you, Malone?
Not as such, no.
Well, I must rectify that. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Anytime.
Do you know anything about this Grace group?
I know that it meant a great deal to my host, as well as his friends. Whatever happened at those meetings, it greatly improved their lives. But obviously, it came at a cost.
What can you tell me about Father Michael?
Cooper is my host. We have not had the time to get to know each other better.
Is he always this ornery?
Do have some pity for him. He has lost his uncle, his sister, and several of his friends. He has been forced to accept the spirit world and the possible loss of his own soul, all within the span of a few weeks. If anyone deserves some understanding, it is he.
There's a ghost haunting the empty apartment across from George Austin.
I see. Well, you know your duty. Go and save it.
Do you know a place called the Carth House?
I'm afraid I do not.
Why do you let Father Michael push you around like that?
It is what my host wishes.
So?
Im Kaufhaus können wir googeln oder war das im Teil, dem Teil hier nicht?
Right, seriously, what's the story?
No story, my lord.
Okay.
If my host wishes me to leave him alone, I leave him alone.
That actually works?
Of course. It is my duty to do so.
So, Joey, could...
No.
Of course, some of us take our duties more seriously than others.
Well, I suppose we'll talk to you soon.
Of course.
No connection that I can see.
The Lord is my
It's dark up
shepherd,
there.
I shall not want.
Father Michael?
He makes me... Yeah?
Could you tell me about the Grace Group? It was some kind of self-help group?
About 20 years ago, I was a very different person. I suppose you could call me an alcoholic, although I wouldn't have said it at the time. Then I saw an ad in the newspaper. It promised to help folks like me find their way. It seemed to be some kind of hippie self-help group, but I went to a meeting anyway. I don't remember much about the meetings, but somehow I had discovered that going to seminary school was something I had to do. It all made sense.
Made sense.
I just knew it was what I was meant to be doing, and I was right.
Is there any...
No.
What about yourself?
Look, I can't do anything. I'm not a true bestower. Madeline says she's been weakened, or I've been weakened, or some... Believe me, if I could do what you can do, I'd be out there, but I can't. So all I can do is hide.
Did you know that there's a ghost across...
Really?
Do you know any...
Sadly, no.
What happened at these meetings?
That's just it. I don't remember. Until recently, I never questioned it before. How messed up is that? I'd go, I'd sit down and leave. I'd meet with the other members for coffee afterward. What on earth did we talk about? We must have found something. But I do remember a man, Benjiro. He ran the meetings.
Benjiro?
Yeah, Japanese guy. I don't remember anything else about him.
How many people went to these meetings?
There were 6 of us. You already know about Leah and George and myself. The others are dead.
Who were they?
Does it matter? They are dead. Their souls were taken.
Even still, tell me.
Jeffrey Dutta, Heather Goffstein, Peter Fielding.
All right, Michael. We're going to go.
Of course. Godspeed to the both of you. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me.
Jeffrey Dutta. Warte, das war die falsche Taste.
vielleicht Heather Goffstein?
Wahrscheinlich habe ich mich vertippt. Tatsächlich gibt es den nicht. Wie hieß Heather? Heather hieß Goffstein.
Aber mit Stein. Also im Englischen spricht es ja, glaube ich, Stein aus.
Dann haben wir noch Peter Fielding.
Hä?
So Peter Fielding owned a gym in Murray Hill. Worth a visit, I suppose.
Du kannst den Geist ja jetzt nach Heather Goffstein fragen, wenn
No
Jane
connection
hier
that
auf
I
den
can see.
hingewiesen hat. Weißt du wie?
Hi there.
Hello again, mister. What brings you by?
Could I ask you a couple questions?
You don't even know my name, and you want to ask me questions?
Well, maybe if you actually told me your name.
No. Like I said, this is way too much fun.
Nein, das
Well,
funktioniert
whoever
nicht.
you are, I'll see you around.
Say hi to George for me, if you see him.
Das ist leider gerade keine Option.
Also müssen wir erst rausfinden, wer sie ist. Aber können wir nicht im Flur einfach ans Türschild gucken? Vielleicht steht es noch dran, Mann. Das wäre zu einfach, oder? Was hing eigentlich an dem Zettel über den Mülleimer?
Das war kein Mülleimer, das war eine Kiste für Kleidersammlung. Und da hing daran, dass eine Kleidersammlung stattfindet.
It says members only. It's a keycard reader. Looks like it unlocks the door.
Ja.
Natürlich. Aber solche Regeln gelten natürlich nur für die Lebenden.
Hey, anyone in here? Anyone? Please? Well, that was disappointing.